Morning, folks. Jeff from RV Diagnostics. We're here on a 4 airbag system per axle. That's a Magnum chassis, or also known as Beavers. Some of the Monacos did it, but without computer leveling. This is just straight up using a rod height valve, one. I'm going to show you over here. Well, first, I did some measurements and all the other day. I did my ride height from here, center of the axle, down to the floor. So what I found was this front bag here wasn't inflating as high as this one. All right, because there's 4 of them. So we'll go right here and show you. You can see it right. Here, I'm gonna get under there. You see it right there. I got all the part numbers and all. Right there, that. It even says Goodyear on it. So I blocked it off right here. So this one wasn't getting high as the back one on the driver's side, okay? Now, what we got, put you on hold real quick. I showed you those. Those are the dump solenoids right there. That one. But that little blue box back there is an air manifold. And there's one, of course, the one I think is giving me trouble, is all the way in the back. That blue box back here. All right, so dump valve for the drivers, dump valve for the passenger. Okay. Now see, these bags are blown up really nice. You can see the bottom right there where the black mark is. Look at that one. You know, we have to prove, is it the bag? Is it a crimp line going to that right front or driver's front airbag? Because the driver's front rear airbag, remember, 4 airbags per axle. So I drew it up for you. We got the air tank, obviously. That's where the compressor comes in. Then we got the rod height valve. That's this. And then it's got one going in. This is the mechanical part. And I'll crawl back under there to show you. Then this goes out. That's that manifold I was talking about. It has two lines coming off of it. All right. So front rear, front driver's side. This one isn't going all the way up. So is it a pinch line in here? Defective? Some oil got up in the manifold? I'm trying to find a part number on that thing. I think it's just a splitter. It might be a prioritization valve where if one bag blows out, it keeps the other one inflated. So that might be our problem. Okay. So remember, it's rod height valve in. There's an exit. Psh, psh, psh. It just blows out. That goes to the manifold. This one's drawn right. So this goes up to the front, right? Because we're in the front airbags, but driver's side, or passenger side. Then out the manifold, airbag, front, rear, passenger. And then there's the dump valve, those 2 I showed you. All right, so this one I drew wrong. But if you take this one, put it up here, it's the same thing. So I got to prove. So what I'm going to do is take the fitting off of this, air that bag up, and see if it'll go all the way up. All right. Because this one is going up further. But this whole side is off by about 1.5 inches. All right. So we're going to have some fun today. Here, I'll crawl under here one more time here. Hold on, give me a second. Like I told you, you see how this is lifting off, right? And this is deflated now. I can push on it, okay? But that is the rod height valve right there. Right up there. And here's where it hooks into the axle. This is an H axle, or square frame. See it? Right here. Comes down, there's your solid beam axle. All right, solid beam right there. And then this is where your airbags are. This is driver's front, rear. And of course we were up there. All right. and that's the driver's front. And of course, now this side was going up further. You can even see when it deflated. Hold on, put you on hold so we don't waste video time. You can see where that side, see the black mark? Look at that. All right, that was going up higher. And it's supposed to be 10 inches on these bags. Well, there's the ride height valve hooked to the axle. And this is hooked to the coach. Right there. So there's the two, there's the air line coming in. Right, this one on the left is coming in. It feeds, and then these two go out. Right here. And here, let's do this. There we go. So in, and then out, out. This is the discharge I was talking about. You always want to make sure a rubber disc is right there. I really don't think it's the ride height valve, but we're going to prove it instead of yanking a bunch of stuff off. Okay. All right. Remember, I'm going to air up that individual bag. If it goes up and holds, then I'm going to feed my way back to the manifold that feeds one in and two out. And I believe the manifold, it's hard. I'm going to see if I can see a part number on it, and I'll get that to you. But stay tuned for another video, and I'll break it down, and we're going to troubleshoot this system.